Hello dear students, I am Assistant Professor Rushali Ahir, and in the last session of fermentation technology, as we all know, we have already started with the polio vaccine, in which we have already studied the epidemiology as well as history of polio virus and poliomyelitis. In this session, we will study about the signs and symptoms of polio as well as the pathogenesis of poliovirus and mechanism of action of polio vaccine. So first we'll start with the signs and symptoms. Basically, the symptoms of poliovirus or the polio disease are of two types. One is paralytic polio and second one is non-paralytic polio. So we'll study one by one. First type of polio is paralytic polio, in which the body of the patient gets completely paralyzed and the reflex action is reduced in that patient or the person suffering with the polio infection. It loses or the loss of reflexes occurs. मतलब अगर हम किसी भी चीज़ को हाथ लगाते हैं, then we can immediately feel the sensation that whether that thing is hot or cold, and immediately we remove our hand. Such type of reflexes are being reduced from the person suffering with the paralytic polio. Then there is severe muscle ache or weaknesses seen with the person suffering with paralytic polio, and loose and floppy limbs. If we see their legs as well as hands, their forelimbs and hand limbs both becomes very fluffy and loose. अगर आपने कभी भी पोलियो का पेशेंट देखा होगा तो उनके हाथ या फिर जो पैर होते हैं वो ऐसे स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं होते, बहुत लूज होते हैं, एंड देयर इज़ अ सीवियर मसल पेन एंड वीकनेस इन दैट पर्सन्स. So this is about the first type, which is paralytic polio. Then we'll study about the signs and symptoms of second type, which is non-paralytic polio. The person suffering with non-paralytic polio generally have the symptoms like fever, sore throat, headache, vomiting, fatigue, severe back pain and stiffness is there. That person cannot easily move their body. Muscle weakness or tenderness is there, and signs of meningitis are observed. Here there is a severe muscle ache, and their back as well as hands and leg become slightly stiff in nature. So these are the signs of non-paralytic polio. Now there is a one more most important factor, which is known as post polio muscle atrophy. जैसे कि हमने देखा कि 5 साल से जो कम उम्र के बच्चे होते हैं उनकी इम्यूनिटी पावर कम होने की वजह से they are at the high risk to get infected with the polio virus. But in some cases, symptoms of polio can be observed at the age of 40 to 50 years. Even after 35 years, some people who are not properly immunized are at high risk of polio. Such phenomenon, it is known as post polio muscle atrophy. It is a severe infection seen in the adults. ये जो इन्फेक्शन होता है, इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी कि उनको पहले इन्फेक्शन हुआ होगा या फिर वही इन्फेक्शन फिर से हुआ. इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी. द पोस्ट पोलियो मसल एट्रोफी इज़ नॉट अ री इन्फेक्शन और reactivation of the virus, but is probably a form of rapid aging in the polio survivor. जो भी पर्सन को पोलियो हो चुका है उनमें रैपिड एजिंग होती है, and due to it the high severe muscle pain and aging starts, and these symptoms are seen in the post polio muscle atrophy infection. It is also known as PPMA, and this post polio syndrome is a cluster of disabling sign, and it shows weakness in the joints, muscle pain, fatigue, as well as the person suffering with this disease also have the breathing problem, as the throat infection is caused, so swallowing problems are also occurred. Then they may also cause the problems related to the sleep. They have got a decreased tolerance of cold temperature. कोल्ड टेम्परेचर को ये लोग सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाते या फिर टॉलरेट नहीं कर पाते एट द लो टेम्परेचर, and such kind of people suffering with the post polio syndrome, they suffers with the depression and the mood swings, and it is generally occurred after the 35 years of age. Now, what is the incubation period of polio virus? As we have discussed earlier, that it is spread through the fecal or the contaminated food or water sources. So the incubation period of these polio virus is near about 7 to 14 days. 7 to 10 days. It may also vary from 4 to 35 days also in some strains of polio virus. It passes through fecal oral route or by the inhalation process, and when it enters inside the body of the person, it affects or infects the pharynx and intestinal mucosa. Basically, it gains the entry inside the body by binding the immunoglobulins. As we all know that there are various types of receptors present inside the body, and these poliovirus, it goes and binds to the immunoglobulins and the receptors, which are known as poliovirus receptors or CD155 on the cell membrane. इस रिसेप्टर को वो बाइंड होता है, एंड बाइंड होने के बाद वो बॉडी में क्या करता है, एंट्री करता है. एंट्री करने के बाद वो पहले फैरिंग्स और इंटेस्टाइनल म्यूकोजा को इन्फेक्ट करना स्टार्ट कर देता है. So what is the pathogenesis of it? First, it affects the epithelial cells of gastrointestinal tract, then various lymphatic tissue from tonsils to Peyer's patches. It causes a severe throat infection, tonsils पेन होने लगते हैं, and various Peyer patches are observed inside the infected person, and then it starts spreading in the lymph nodes. Lymph node में start spread होने के बाद it tries to enter inside the blood. After entering in the blood stream, it causes it causes primary viremia and starts multiplying into endothelial system or the reticuloendothelial system. And further, from after multiplication, it is carried to spinal cord and brain, and it is multiplied inside the neurons. पहले तो ये क्या करता है, गैस्ट्रोइंटेस्टाइनल ट्रैक्ट में एंट्री करने के बाद लिम्फेटिक टिश्यूज में एंटर होता है. फ्रॉम द लिम्फेटिक tissues, it starts spreading into the lymph nodes, from where it enters inside the bloodstream. In the bloodstream, it starts spreading the primary infection, and it enters into the reticuloendothelial system where it starts multiplying. During multiplication, this multiplied poliovirus, it enters into the bloodstream where it again causes secondary infection, and after causing secondary infection it starts spreading into the spinal cord, brain, and starts multiplying into the neurons. Then it starts degrading the cells of the body, and due to the degradation of the cells, it causes chromatolysis, means the person cannot clearly identify the various colors, and the nuclear changes also occurs, which are followed by the degradation of phagocytosis process. देन जैसे कि हमने देखा कि वो क्या करता है, ब्लड में एंट्री होने के बाद स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में एंटर करता है. वंस इट एंटर्स इन द स्पाइनल कॉर्ड, it starts causing lesions in the spinal cord, which leads to the paralytic attack. See here, you can see the mechanism of action of polio vaccine. अगर किसी पर्सन ने पोलियो वैक्सीन लिया है, as we all know, vaccine, in the process of vaccination we supply the antigen. It may be in the form live form, it is the live attenuated form, as well as in some cases it is in the killed form. तो हम क्या करते हैं, एंटीजन्स को बॉडी में सप्लाई करते हैं सो दैट आवर बॉडी स्टार्ट्स प्रोड्यूसिंग एंटीबॉडीज अगेंस्ट इट. सो जो अगर हमने वैक्सीन लिया है, देन whenever the viral antigen it enters inside the MSC2 molecule, then the immune system starts generating. तो टी सेल क्या करता है, इट्स एक्टिवेट्स वेरियस lymph nodes and immunoglobulins get activated. The memory cell, अभी पर्सन वैक्सीनेटेड है तो मेमोरी सेल में मेमोरी रिकॉर्ड रहती कि ये एंटीजन हमारे बॉडी में ऑलरेडी आ चुका है. सो इट इमीडिएटली B cell get activated and it starts producing antibodies against the viral antigen. तो इस तरह से अगर वायरल पार्टिकल या फिर पोलियो वायरस बॉडी में एंटर भी हो जाता है तो मेमोरी सेल एक्टिवेट होने के बाद एंटीबॉडीज प्रोड्यूस करती है. सो इट इजीली गेट डिग्रेडेड and the immunized person or the vaccinated person does not suffer with the polio disease. So these were all about the signs and symptoms, pathogenesis and the mechanism action of the polio vaccine. Thank you.